Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Aries, I'm going into the Lace of Destiny deck with you this week, and then I'm going to use the Doggy Tarot, and we are just going to see what is going on and what is the messages for Aries. Aries, mind of fireball babies. Should go without saying, but it still needs to be said that this reading may not resonate with everyone. Whatever doesn't resonate, just stick it in the trash and gently put it in the garbage can. You got cards coming out. Oh, it's interesting. What is this? I feel like you were... No, I feel like some of you may even actually be flying somewhere. It's almost like to see someone who's feeling down. It's all situation. All your cards are situation. You got the unicorn here, success, magic success, freedom, and sadness. But it's like, this looks like flying in to see someone. So I don't know, I mean, if there's somebody that you're going to see who's feeling kind of down or kind of blue or... But with the freedom card, this... And it's, okay, there's a couple of things that come in with this. The first thing is, I don't know, I feel like some of you are literally going to be taking a flight somewhere because it just, this bird is at such a height. It looks like, you know, when you look out of the window of an airplane, like you're even above the clouds there, and the ground starts to look like there's no detail in it. It's pretty obscure. So I don't know, some of you might actually, some sort of travel, I'll say that. But the fact that freedom is coming in with it, it makes me feel like you've been alleviated of something. So you've been alleviated of something and you're able to move or travel. And I want to, it almost feels like to see someone. To see someone who's down? I don't know. Oh, let's see. But this is success. The situation is about freedom and success. Right? Well, that's funny I say that because when this card came out, I just felt like you were alleviated of something and then you were able to move forward or do something or travel. And that, yeah, that's success. The situation in unicorns, it's like magic. Shit that you don't think could ever happen, it really does happen. So I don't know. I feel like seeing some of you here traveling. But wherever you're going, this person, sadness? Maybe somebody misses you? Wow, it's interesting. So what's coming in with this, your energy here? This is, it's bringing me back to a reading I did years ago. I say years ago. I guess, well, 4.5. I've had the channel now. Okay, so this bird symbolizes, so get this, I don't remember how long and I don't remember who I did the reading for, what sign or what it was, but it was the whole idea that somebody had found themselves in a situation that they were kind of trapped in. And when I say trapped in this situation, it was like kind of put into a bird cage, like it was a bird put into a cage and their feathers had been clipped. Right? So they couldn't fly away. They were trapped. The door was open, but they really couldn't fly away. And so I remember this distinctly. It was because the bird was not capable of flying away because its wings had been clipped, that the only solution for that bird was to pull out each flight feather, was to pull it out. Because when you pulled out that feather, it would regrow. You know, it would take some time. But that's what I'm getting. Like, look at it. The first card that came out is like a healing card. And this goes into the sun. There's strength card and temperance here as well. And that's just like really like gaining your strength. Like literally after pulling out your feathers, gaining your strength, regrowing your flight feathers. Yeah, there you go. But like having to have pulled them out first. The fact that like you're going into the sun and you're going into it really balanced. Like, so, or maybe even balancing things as you go towards a really bright, successful period for you. It's like flying into the sunset. You're flying into the sunset. You can finally, I get such a sense of alleviation. This bird being alleviated. And maybe having to walk on the ground for a long time. You know, if it found itself caged up in some way, in some sort of situation that was unhealthy for this bird, and it knew, I just can't get, like I can't fly here. I'm going to have to pull out each feather. What a painful process. Almost in a way that would almost be initially seen by someone else as, you know, an observer. Like this, they're hurting themselves. Why is this bird hurting itself? It's like, because I can't fly. I need to grow my wings back, my feathers back. And then this burden, like being alleviated of what? I feel like the burden of just being grounded, not being able to fly. And then it just feels like this bird just finally, you know, is one day and jumping. You know, they'll jump when they're ready to leave the nest, but this doesn't feel like that. This feels like a bird that already knew how to fly, lost the ability to fly, and is regaining that. So, oh gosh, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're not even flying towards that. Maybe this almost like, this almost looks like someone who loved the little bird and kept it in the cage. It doesn't have that feeling like, because it's just like this bird is now just flying. Realizing I can gain altitude here and walking to the edge of the cliff, almost kind of like the fool's journey, like starting a whole new journey and then jumping off and just soaring, like just soaring. Jumping off and just soaring, Aries. But it's such an interesting story. It fascinates me how when I'm doing a reading and something will kind of get channeled in, and it's from another reading years ago. I've done so many, about 2,600. So, right? Like, it's the way that comes in. All right, what was the sadness energy? It is feeling like to me now, oh, my bird is gone. Oh. Oh, it's funny it says sadness because I feel like, okay, no, maybe this transforms sadness. This is almost like, what is it? A word on the wing? No, I'm so bad with those phrases. A message on the wing, a message on the air. I don't know, it's like people can see this bird soaring. And it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like people running underneath on the ground and watching the bird fly. Where's the bird going? Where's the bird going to land? So I don't know. Like if you're, I don't know. There's a sense of just flying. Like you've been released and you're just flying. I need to get a card for the sadness because there's no cards here depicting sadness in the tarot. There's the Nine of Sky, the Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Death card. So it's like a rebirth, the Nine of Cups. So that feels really good. The Chariot and the Page of Wands. Like that Chariot and the Page of Wands, it's just like sort of message on the wind. That's what it is. It's like a message on the wind of like this bird. Aries is it's flying. And because the unicorn is there too, I don't know if, I can't remember if like, it just felt like this, as soon as I pulled out that bird card, that there was a sense of something being alleviated here. Or if like that's what did it, like this unicorn, like believing in magic, that this bird could fly again, that you could fly again. And there's nothing that could have made something happen any faster than what it did. I really get that with the Strength card and Temperance. Because when the feathers are pulled out, I mean, that's just an organic process that has to happen here. Like this dog has his paws bandaged up. He's not going anywhere. He's just got to sit there and his feet have to heal. Why is sadness here? That's the part that's, I don't know, unless this is like sadness being transformed, or I'm not sure. Like, it's weird. Like over there that connects. I'm not sure how sadness connects over here, because this doesn't look like anything to be sad about. The Two of Wands. Oh, maybe you're not sure where to fly. Oh, the Eight of Wands. Oh, the Empress. You're not sure where to fly. You're flying somewhere great, though. I don't know. You know, there's something about this card to me just feels like, you know, like if someone would take a bird and clip its wings and put it in a cage, right? Oh, I love that little bird. It's so pretty. It's so exotic. It's so interesting. And just, you know, oh, it brings me joy when the bird sings. But, you know, if you think about that, like that's not a very healthy relationship between bird and man. I know some people have birds and that's their thing, but it's not, I don't know. I just think one of the greatest gifts that I think birds are just so lucky to be able to fly, and to take that away from them, it feels criminal. But anyways, my opinion, I'm sorry if you have birds. But it's like the bird has flown away. There's a sadness here. I don't know if it's who caged up the bird, or like this could be so many things here. It could be like maybe you lost your job, or maybe you had to walk away from your job, or maybe you got injured on the job and you had to heal. Like, you know, or you recognized that a job was very detrimental to you in some way, and it was like injuring you, perhaps even psychologically or physically or emotionally. And like, right, like that's a sense of still like pulling out your feathers and, well, I'm not going to go to a new job and work. I need time to heal. Could be a relationship, could be family. There's like a lot of things that this could be, that I feel like there's a backstory here of alleviating yourself from something that contains you, because that bird story is coming. Sorry, I have paint everywhere on me. I've been painting. It's like a backstory, that alleviating yourself of like walking out of the cage. You know, the door's left open in the cage because she knows, whoever knows that the bird can't fly away. But it is a long journey to walk away, I guess, too. A long journey to walk away. And then realizing, well, I can't fly. Like the condition that I've been left in from whoever had me in the cage, I can't fly. So I need to go to the repair medic, to the repair. I need to, like you needed to look after yourself and pull out your feathers. But so it's kind of funny because It's almost like I'm seeing, like, this is really coming in for me intuitively with this card. It's almost like she's holding, I don't know, like maybe it was a bag of food she used to feed the bird or feed you or something. I don't know. If there's somebody here that you've like freed yourself from, I feel like this person is sad and melancholy. Like, it's almost like everyone else in the town is running like, look, look. There's Aries. Look at Aries. But this person, like everyone's running past this person. They're not even looking up. It was almost like they don't even want to see you fly. I want to say there's something a little bit, you know, almost like there's something that maybe you had or something of you. So this feels more personal than perhaps work, but there's no actual indication of what it ever was. Like, that's not on the table here. That backstory isn't there. It is just kind of coming in intuitively as the bird in the cage. There's only one. I feel like maybe you and this other energy are going in different directions. And that's part of the sadness. Your direction is true. You have a bird's eye view, right? Well, so that's the other thing. So you have a bird's eye view. You have a completely different perspective. And just like flying, where I don't know. Maybe you're going on a trip or something. I don't know. Empress. Just a beautiful, bountiful energy. Interesting. Both these have a waterfall. The waterfall being what the temperance dog is stepping into. It almost reminds me of like this dog whose feet are all wrapped up. And, you know, not being able to run anywhere. Just, you know, being in the medevac and... but like dipping the feet to heal them. So whatever needed to be healed, healing that. But healing is behind the Empress. So the fountain is still there. It's almost like something that's just readily accessible. So if something's not feeling right or in alignment with yourself, the energy is just very readily accessible to alleviate. All right, I want to look at these tarot cards a little bit more. Now, for some of you, I wonder if this is, because with the Chariot, it's almost like you're coming towards something. If there is like another energy here of someone, if I don't know, because it's like putting worries behind. It still feels like putting your worries behind with the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Putting your worries behind and rebirthing your dreams. The other thing it feels like with the Chariot and the Page of Wands is like just a lot to talk about. So, wow. Well, that's too much. Let's just go with the Moon. Everything has been in the upright lately. It's so odd. So the Moon, howling at the Moon. There's like a distinct, describe that, like a distinct difference, or it's, I don't want to say division's not the word, because it still feels attached, like between conscious and subconscious here. The subconscious is quite strong. Freedom. Situation is freedom. of Pentacles. Oh, maybe some of you are free from work in some way here. Or you're free to go and work somewhere. You're free to go and work somewhere. You've mastered freedom. I'll say that. That's interesting too. You've mastered your freedom. This, I don't know. It's just that bird. It's such an amazing feeling. The way it's just so high above everything. And just, I don't know. I wish y'all could see what's in my mind. Like, it's just playing out like almost like this, especially with the unicorn here. Like this fairy tale, wonderful, everyone's seeing like Aries in the air. Oh my God, there's Aries. Aries flying. Look how high Aries is. And it's almost as if like everyone remembered you either in the cage or out of the cage, but your wings were clipped. And never thinking that you would fly again. It's just, I don't know, it feels like a miracle. It feels like a miracle. It just feels like a miracle. Like you're flying high. And you've caught the wind. You've caught an updraft. And there's no obstacle, right? Like even the mountains here are tiny. It's just amazing energy. Boy, I'd like some of this. You know, let me get all my fucking painting done. So anyways, wow. The star, I don't know. I'm done with this reading, like, the star. My knees sore. The unicorn success. Let's look at that. Unicorn success. I don't know why the heart. The heart is in the reverse and fun is behind that. It's almost like flipping the, I don't know, fun. Fun. Flip the story of your heart and make it magic. Well, this is kind of an interesting because when I hold the card like this, it looks like there's a lot of energy like around the heart. You know, like it's cupped in and it has nowhere to go because gravity is like pulling down, obviously, right? So it would fall into the hand. But then when you look at it like this, it looks like the heart is released, like it's falling out, it's falling away. It's, well, success. You've utilized magic in some way here. Something unusual and obscure. You've planned and executed beyond the typical mundane planning. Oh. Oh. Trickster. The devil. Success over the devil. But this doesn't make sense. Who reigns the earth but the devil? That is the devil's domain. And where are you? You're in the stratosphere or the atmosphere. You're in the sky. Yeah. The devil's got no dibs on you, baby. Interesting. The moon there again. I don't feel quite done with that. The devil, this is what you've had success over. The devil, seeking the devil, and the three of sky. Now look at this three of sky, right? They can't cross that. There's no bridge that can be made here. But if you can fly, there is no obstacles. Wow, that's fascinating, isn't it? It's almost like you saw the devil and you came up with some sort of solution here. to bridge an obstacle in your life. Justice, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So this is, again, like achieving some sort of both energetic and, I'm going to say law of the universe, law of man, beyond, caught up in the tree. What can help you get down out of the tree is wings. What can help you get across the lily pads if you think you're going to sink is wings. Wings is the answer to everything. We just have wings. We just all need wings, right? And we're not having problems. So that's very interesting. Aries, Aries, Aries. All right, I'm going to go do the extended. I think in the extended, I'm going to pull out the tea leaf oracle deck. I'm going to pull out the tea leaf oracle deck and yeah, what's the news on the wing? What's the news on the wing for Aries? What would the universe want to talk to you about through the tea leaf deck? We're going to see. That's what I have for you, my friends. Thank you so much, Aries. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.